Hello everyone, this is Bodhi and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today we are on episode 5 of the CrustyCraft server and we are ready to dive right into this and get some more work and some more projects done on the server. So today the main focus is finally gonna be on some building. I know that has been kind of neglected in the past few episodes. We've been doing some more industrial projects, the trading hall, we built like a slime farm, we built some shops, but we haven't really worked on, you know, just some nice pretty looking aesthetic buildings. And shoot, didn't mean to do that, but hey, we got a sapling. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna finally make some use of this jungle biome around here, and in addition to that, we are going to be building up a very nice looking new shop in the shopping district, so that is going to be great. But before we get started on any of those building projects, there is one more thing I wanted to mention to you guys, and that is that I have recently created a Twitch account, and that is because I am planning on doing some streaming of this Minecraft server, you know, for the more grindy stuff. Like I was thinking of doing like an end rating stream, or when we are doing big builds in the future, I want to be able to stream and just put that content out live to you guys. So I would greatly appreciate it if you would take a look. The link is going to be right down in the description to my brand new Twitch channel. If you would go ahead and take a look at that and consider following it, and I will definitely be posting some updates about when I will be streaming and what kind of stuff I'll be doing on my YouTube and on my Instagram, which is also down in the description. So yeah, I think that could be a lot of fun to do a lot of big projects on this server, and also maybe look into some new games. Like obviously Minecraft Dungeons just came out, and so that could be a fun thing to do on a live stream rather than a video as well. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that that will be down in the description, and I would greatly appreciate it if you would go check that out. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into what this video is actually going to be about. Okay, so we are over here now in the shopping district in what is obviously a pretty precarious spot. As you guys can see here, I'm standing in front of an end crystal, and that's probably not somewhere you want to be standing, but I do think it is cool how there are lots of different new shops popping up around here. There's so much variety, and that's exactly what you would want from a server like this. So I'm very glad that there's lots of like different types of shops that you can buy from stuff around here. But speaking of new shops, let's just go ahead and take a quick look in our shop from the last video. I believe that we have made some profits, so if we look through some of these shulker boxes here, okay, nice. So we did sell some slime balls. Looks like we sold what is that, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and then plus 4, we sold 11 stacks of slime balls, and it looks like that's about it, but still, that's pretty nice. And sadly though, even though we built this up, I might have been outdone on the slime farm front, because I made a pretty basic one and it produces a good amount, but we might have some competition. I went over to another member of the server's base like a day ago, and I saw that he has been digging out 2 slime chunks all the way from the surface down to bedrock. So yeah, we're gonna have some competition on that front, but at least we have made a few sales so far. But anyway, the reason that we're over in the shopping district is not to admire all the shops, but it's actually to be putting up a new one. And I have marked this location for myself, and the shop that we are going to be building is a magic book, or an enchanted book shop. I don't know where I got magic book from, but yeah, I'm excited to be building this now that we can finally supply lots of different enchanted books from our villagers. And speaking of our villagers, we were able to use them to get tons of resources that we are going to be using to build this project. So if I chuck my ender chest down here, we have 3 different shulker boxes that are that's gonna bug me. Let me make sure it's the same as the other ones. There we go, 3 shulker boxes of materials. Now the one that I want to draw attention to is this one right here, because bricks are one of the most annoying things in the game to gather up manually. You have to go around, you have to make sure you're not using a silk touch shovel, you have to gather up the clay balls, then smelt them, then craft them into bricks, for which you only get 1 block for every 4. But on the other hand, we can use our villagers, and 1 emerald equals 10 bricks, which is obviously much more efficient than gathering them up by hand, and we have a pretty stable supply of emeralds as it is, and you don't even have to spend that much to get the bricks. So this is absolutely perfect. I was able to trade with them like just a few times and get tons and tons of bricks. And also, that reminds me, I didn't show you guys this, but I have gotten quite a few more villagers in there, which is why we're able to trade for the bricks. And I've gotten a few more enchanted book trades as well, so that we're going to be able to sell those. But yeah, besides the bricks, we have some other materials that are going to make a pretty good design. I have done some testing in creative mode, and I have a design ready to go that I am very happy with. It's going to fit right in here with the shopping district, which is not hard to do because there's all kinds of stuff here. But I thought that the best place to do it with the style we're going for would be in the dark oak biome, or the roofed forest, where we have this darker shade of grass. So yeah, I think it's gonna look great, and I will not stall any longer. Let's go ahead and kick this off into a replay mod time lapse like usual, and I will go ahead and get the building of this new shop down and done. Let's go. I hope you all enjoyed that time lapse. It was definitely a very cool build, and I love how it came together now that it's all finished. The only thing is, with a detailed build like this, as you can see, we have tons of different blocks in the walls, in the foundations, in the roof. It's definitely a tedious process getting it to look not over detailed, but also having it look like sort of worn down and giving it some life and character to it. And yeah, I really like how it came together. Unfortunately, we don't have any stock or an interior for it yet. We have the exterior done, but there's nothing inside except darkness. So eventually, though, we are going to be getting some stuff to sell and some actual stuff inside the building. Like, we're probably gonna have some barrels and chests selling all the different types of enchanted books that I have for my villagers, which I don't have every type of yet, but I do have quite a few of them, and I have the pretty good ones. I have Mending, I have Unbreaking 3, and I have a lot of the essential stuff like that, but there's still a few I have to get. And then I'm also planning on, as you can see on the sign here, it says enchanted books and gear coming soon, because I also want to sell to people like armor or swords or pickaxes. Like, let's say we sell someone a Silk Touch, Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 3, Mending pickaxe. And that sounds like a lot, but once you have the villagers for it, which I have villagers for the books and also that trade diamond pickaxes, I can put that together pretty easily as long as I have the levels for it. So I can probably sell that to someone for a lot cheaper or a lot less work than it would take for them to get all of those enchantments. And that will hopefully make a lot of diamonds and also make it easier for people on the server to get like OP and upgraded gear. So yeah, I'm planning on selling some of it inside, some of it outside. We'll see. And I also have to get this terraformed a little bit, but I have a feeling that I'm going to do most of that off camera, because that was a very great build, but I need a little bit of a break from building after something as detailed as this. And yeah, I'm gonna need a little bit of time off from building, but I will be back with you guys when I'm ready to start working on probably some stuff over back at my base. Alright guys, so we are back at the base now, and when I turn around, it is going to look a little bit different, and that's because I came through here and did a little bit of terraforming. Nothing too major, nothing too crazy, but I really like how this place is looking now. So I haven't actually built up any structures, I just added some just some little things around here. And first thing you'll notice is that we have a nice little bridge connecting these two parts of land right here. I guess this right here is technically an island, if you think about it. But yeah, besides the bridge, which I wanted to give a really like overgrown and like jungly feel, which is sort of what I'm going for with like most of this area. And then but besides that, I did like a lot of coarse dirt and gravel around the riverbed to make it like just add like texture, and that's how it would be if it was like a real lake or river in real life. Obviously it wouldn't just be grass going right straight up to the edge. And then after that, I came over to this area and I cleared this out. Originally it was like a flat like slope coming down to the river here, but I made it flat here and wanted to make this area look more like a cliff actually. And so that's what I did. I added some like rock structures to make it look like they were like on the sides of the like small hill or small cliff. And then this, I think, eventually can be a path up to a new area, but for now it sort of just looks like a erosion or mudslide sort of. And then similar to these stones, I added some smaller like little rock formations around the sides of the river. And then the last thing to do was just to add a lot of bone meal. And I'm not sure how I feel about these red flowers, and I think what I might do is I might go ahead and I think there's someone on the server who sells flowers, so I think I might buy some of other types of flowers. One of them that I really like for decorating and landscaping is the lily of the valley, because I think that one's pretty cool, and it's not like too colorful. It's just a white one, so it'll contrast well with just like the green grass. But I'll leave them in for now until I can get more stuff to put in. And yeah, but what we're gonna move on to next is building some structures around here. But before we do that, there's just a couple things that I wanted to get some feedback on, because there's still a lot we can improve about the terraforming and landscaping that we've done here. The first thing is when it comes to the river floor, I was thinking of maybe taking out like the sand and the occasional clay blocks that you see and the gravel, and just switching it all out for dirt, and then adding some more seagrass. Now, personally, the sand doesn't bother me that much, but I know some people really like to make sure that the floors of rivers that they can see are all dirt. So I don't know, I'm thinking about doing that. And then secondary, I was gonna add a lot of more seagrass down here, but I was thinking we could also move some coral in here. Not the coral blocks, but just like the little stuff on that are connected to them, and maybe even some sea pickles, so that it's lit up. And I mean, I guess drown don't spawn here that often, but that would prevent them from spawning. And then also, I think around the riverbed we might add some bamboo and not cactus, sugarcane, there we go, and add that around the river, and maybe grow some taller sugarcane, and also limit the growth of the bamboo with some string. And then yeah, I think that we can make this place look a little bit better. But for right now, I wanted to let you guys in on my plans for this area overall, because I've been like thinking of some cool stuff that we can do with the jungle, and I'm not 100% set on a concept yet, but I have had like a pretty cool idea that we can do with this area. So I'm thinking, so we have the storage house obviously, and I sort of want to continue with that style. I don't know if I'll make these structures as big as this one or as like tall, but what I want to do is add more and more like sort of little huts and houses and structures going deeper and deeper into the jungle, and then maybe once we get like farther into the jungle, we can add in, and I guess we have another body of water over here, but like we can add in sort of like maybe a jungle temple, and not one that looks like the original Minecraft one, because those structures are not that great, to be honest, but one that looks more like a pretty cool build that we could come up with, and that would sort of give like the society or the town that we're building up in the jungle sort of like a reason to be there, like they or worship the temple, or they found like an ancient civilization here, like something like that. Now this is a completely new build style for me, so I'm sort of just taking it one step at a time, but I don't know, let me know what you guys think of that idea, if it sounds like a cool idea, and what you think of the landscaping ideas that I mentioned too. But besides that, I think that we're just gonna get into building now. I think since I already did a time lapse today, I'm not going to be doing a second time lapse, because I'm just gonna bring you guys in like throughout the building process. I'll build up some of the huts and stuff like that. But I don't know if you guys in the comments want to let me know, do you like having multiple time lapses in one video, or would you rather just not see lots of building time lapses, because sometimes that can be like a little bit much for one video. But I don't know, I'm not completely set on how to be doing the time lapses, and I'm still learning like some replay mod tricks and getting used to that. So yeah, I'm not going to do a secondary time lapse for today, but I am going to start building. And first, I think I'm going to put a very small structure, probably like 5x5 or 7x7 or something like that at most, in this area here. I'm probably going to move that wheat field that we have over there, or maybe a different crop, but I do need some wheat. So I think I'll connect like a fenced off or like sort of like wheat field in this area next to the house, the storage house, like connected on this hill right here, and we can flatten it out a little bit. And then finally, one pretty cool idea I had for this area right here was to have a jungle tree falling so down, and it would be across the river. And I've never really tried that before, but I think that would definitely add to the environment that we have going here. If it's like a big 2x2 jungle tree falling from one side of this river to the next, and then like sort of like sprawling out across here. And obviously I took out my furnace array, like my 4 or 5 furnaces that I had here, because that was the plan I had. But I've probably been going on and on just droning about my build, so let's actually get into it, and I'll bring you guys in when we have started to build up this first structure here. Okay, so we're almost done now with this first structure here that we've been building up, and I'm gonna show you guys what we have going on with it so far, which it's not a very big structure. It's a just a 5x7 footprint, I guess. And yeah, but I really like how it's coming along so far. It's like very detailed, like the walls are sort of like textured and sort of worn down in this case, because it's supposed to be like just another like hut, not necessarily a fully like put together house. Yeah, so then the floor is just going to be like the dirt and gravel variants. And then where it's going to get really interesting here is the roof, because I have quite a good idea for a roof. And so I built the frame of the roof, which isn't going to be anything too special, but if we come on up here, I can show you what we're going to be using for the roof. And so we're going to be using, first off, just normal birch stairs. Then we're going to be using hay bales. And then finally is going to get be kind of nice. We're going to, and I forgot to grab dirt, but what we're going to be doing is mixing in with the hay bales and birch. We're going to be mixing in actual growing wheat plants. So that'll look really cool, I think. I tried it out in a creative world as a roof type, and let me grab some dirt here to actually plant it on. And also, I'm going to need a hoe, because we're going to have to till the soil. So here's one right here. Okay, so the sun is setting, so it looks like it's going to be night, but we can get a part of this roof in here like this, and it's sort of just going to be like randomly textured. And oops, did not mean to exit out there, but so yeah, we're just going to be placing like some hay bales like sideways like that. I don't think we're going to be placing any right side up like this. Yeah, I don't think that will look as good, but I don't know, we'll see. We'll see where it goes. So I think we'll just stick with the sideways one for the time being. throw in here, another hay bale there, and a hay bale there. And then what's gonna make it look better is when we put these seeds in here, we can also go ahead and bone meal it up because it won't really grow that fast on its own. But what will make it look better is if when we come down here, we can throw a birch trapdoor, and I'm not sure if we should have that facing upwards or or downwards. I don't think it really matters. And I did not mean for it to be symmetrical like that. I'll go ahead and change that, but first I'm going to sleep. But yeah, so you can see what I mean about mixing in the wheat seeds and also the hay bale. So I think it'll form a really nice color palette with the hay bales, the yellow colors, and the brighter wood color of the birch. So let me go ahead and finish putting that roof in, and then the structure, the exterior at least, will be just about done. But I think we need to put some doors in as well, and also I think I might add a little bit of a docks area out the front of the house. So we'll see if we can build one of those up after the roof is done. I got a little bit carried away, guys, and I have a little bit of progress to show you here. So first of all, we are standing in front of what is now the completed exterior of the house. If we go ahead and take a look, we have the roof finished. You can't really see it from here, but obviously then what I'm standing on is the docks that I built up in front of it, and I was trying to keep it out of my view, but it's too big. Obviously, you can see I built up the tree that I was talking about. So yeah, I was not too set on the tree at first. When I came up with the idea, I was really excited about it, and then once I built it up, and I should mention that building trees, like custom trees, not really my specialty, not something I'm great at, for sure. So it's not looking like anything spectacular, but it kind of has been growing on me a little bit. Tree pun definitely intended. But yeah, so if I fly up into the sky here, you can see that we sort of have like the village coming together. Only 2 houses so far, obviously, but I think I'm kind of liking how the tree looks like sort of just like fallen down over the river, and you can still go underneath it like this, but there's like vines and leaves overhanging, and I think I could definitely do a better job of making it look more like a natural tree. Because, yeah, I'm not that great with, like, the leaf placement and stuff like that, but I think I might keep it around. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna put a pin in that for now, and maybe it'll stay, maybe it'll get removed within one of the next few episodes as we continue to work on this area, but for now, I'm just completely not sure of how I feel about it. But that being said, the docks and the house look great, and I also went through, added a lot of like little bamboo patches like this, and also like sugarcane, and I want to keep them at the height they're at. So a lot of them, if you look really closely, they have this string on top of it. Same with the bamboo, but obviously you can barely see that unless you zoom in on it. And so that just leaves one thing on the to-do list for today. Hopefully this isn't gonna be running too long as an episode, but really quickly, I'm just gonna go ahead and I think move that wheat field, which has not been looking too good aesthetically, and move it over, like attach a little fenced off area to the back of this house here, or the side of it, I guess, and move the wheat field over here, and then we can turn that back into just a sandy beach island. And I think that will be where we wrap things up for this episode today. So adding in some farmland or some fields is a great way to just add to any build. I mean, assuming that it's in like a similar style. Like obviously don't put farmland in a modern city, but you know what I mean. And it's a great way because you barely have to put in any effort for it. I mean, I just had to till the soil, put in some seeds, and that's it. And I added this like fencing around here, just some dark oak, added some lanterns, and yeah, it's not a particularly big patch of wheat, so I think we will go ahead and keep that one around that we have over there just for now. And yeah, because we're still gonna need wheat, especially if we're gonna build more houses with that kind of roof. And yeah, but I think that that is pretty much everything that we wanted to get done today in terms of building. So unfortunately, guys, that means that we are probably gonna have to close out this episode right here. It is already probably running a little bit long when I eventually put it into the editing phase, and yeah, I don't want it to be too long of a video. But before I let you guys go, I wanted to bring you back in for one quick look at this place with shaders. I don't play with these on during the video because they do definitely cut down on my FPS by a bit. But that being said, they make this place just look so fantastic and so aesthetic with them on. So I like getting screenshots with them and just taking a look at this place with them on. And so yeah, just with the leaves like flowing around and the water looking different, it looks so amazing. But yeah, with that being said, I am going to have to close out the video here. So go ahead and leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Please subscribe if you're new and want to see more Minecraft videos. Comment, let me know what you thought of the building in this episode and if what you want to see in the next episode. And also, once again, please go ahead and go follow my Twitch, which will be down in the description below, just like I said at the beginning of the video. It would really mean a lot, and I would appreciate it since I will be streaming on there probably pretty soon. But yeah, with that out of the way, guys, I will go ahead and see you all in the next episode.